What's going on, everybody? Welcome to GmiasWorld. And what you're going to be seeing right now is I'm going to be going into one of my final games to try to get a first round bye. This is second string all Madden. Obviously, if you've been watching the channel, you'll know that I just started getting some wild losses after the most recent update. But if you look in the top right there, that's Arny The Great. He's like a top 10 Madden player for head-to-head, and he's a known glitcher. This guy right here, the funny part about it is this, right? I don't know exactly what they do to do the DC glitch. I don't know what's going on with it, but I put out a video in which he did it to me when I was beating him, and he got the win or whatever like that. I spoke to EA Sports about him. EA Sports, they said that they were going to monitor his account and stuff like that. But all throughout that situation that was happening, I think they might have messed around and fixed the way that he was actually DC glitching people. So I just want to let you guys understand. Look, you saw how he tried to get out of the game. He backed out, whatever like that. You can back out. That's no penalty. So for the guys that tweet me like, yo, I got dashboarded, there's no penalty for that right now. I do understand that it doesn't make sense that somebody can go into a game, see your top 3 cards, and then disconnect from the game and not count either way. I understand your frustration, but at this time, I'm still trying to find a way to see how, I can relay it to EA Sports that that's unacceptable. Through several complaints, I remember in Madden 16 when they were showing you at the front before the game even loaded, people were DC glitching from that point, like just disconnecting the game when they saw it before you even loaded into the game. They made some transitions. They have it inside the game now, and people are still able to get away with it. They can see your cards while the game is loaded and still back out, and the game doesn't count, right? So for anybody that's been tweeting me about that, like I said, that's not a DC glitch. A DC glitch is when you're winning the game and the dude does whatever they do and they get the win and you get the loss. It's been, it's been bad over the, I would say throughout the whole entirety of head-to-head internet online gaming. He just threw it right in the coverage. This guy is such a bum. But it's been a problem with the DC glitching, but not only for EA Sports and their servers, for many other game consoles as well. But what we try to do here at GmiasWorld, like right now I'm actively playing Madden, we're going to focus on Madden. So I'm going to do my best to try to help us as a community and try to eliminate the guys that do these things, because what happens is once they do it and they get away with it and nobody says anything, they go on wild rampages and continue to do it. Now, when he did it to me, I think it was like about 2 months ago. I have the video right here on YouTube. You can go back and just search Arny The Great on this channel. He probably figured out, that his name, because somebody's going to tell him, it's his PSN is right there. That's why EA Sports does it like that, because it's easier to see who's doing it. They can go back and check, exactly what happened with it, how to win, loss was registered and stuff like that. It's been a lot of information that I've been able to obtain about it. And I've always been tracking this type of situation because it's always been frustrating for, my viewers and a lot of people that play these games to have to go through this. I don't know how he dotted me when Bo Jackson, that was his zone, but don't worry about that. It's very, very frustrating. So look what happened. You guys saw the first thing. He saw that it was me, so he backed out. Then I searched immediately, got him again. So he's like, you know what? Let me just play the game just in case something happens. He doesn't want to probably be on YouTube again. Well, congratulations, bro. We're going to see what he does this game. Now, look, typically what he does, his DC glitch is really wild. I just threw a Stevie right there, by the way. But his DC glitches are wild. And let me explain to you what's going on. He runs the typical, this type thing with the wham, and it's stupid. And it doesn't make any sense. I've already shown you a video right here on how to stop wham. So you shouldn't be losing to wham. All right? That little vertical thing when the guy comes out, that's easily picked. But I mismanaged my zone. And you see the way I picked it up right there. Okay, my guy didn't jump right there in the middle where he threw it. But Atward is only 6'3", so I guess he must have threw it up higher or whatever like that. But his offense is pretty pedestrian. It's stupid. It doesn't make any sense. The guy's a bum. But it doesn't really matter how bad he is because he knows that at any time he can disconnect the game. But what he didn't know is that EA has been tuning the game. You see like some days when you try to log in and it says it's going to be down for like 15 to 30 minutes. What they're doing is they're tuning certain things. Are they tuning things that help everyone? Probably not, because their first tuning update kind of screwed up a lot of stuff that I was already doing as far as like the accuracy of my QB and stuff like that. I think they do it to adjust sliders and things like that, but they also pay attention to a lot of the feedback. And like I've told you guys, I've emailed them about this directly, about the situation. They've also on their end tried to fix other situations with the peer-to-peer situation when they've made it so that the lag has been removed, because I don't get lag anymore. As of the last update, I don't get lag. So a lot of people are still saying they're getting lag. I don't know how it's happening to you guys because for the most part, I get zero lag, whether I'm home or away. In the dome, all the other stuff that people were coming up with, the scientific experiments about why there was lag, I get none. And since that time, they've also tuned the game. And because of, okay, he got wham off right there because I just did whatever I wanted to do defensively. I didn't think he was going to run it right there. But, all right, I wasn't set up for it, so he got me. Pretty much what happened is they've kind of fine-tuned the way that people, while the game is in progress, you disconnect because you'll get a message like attempting to reconnect, stuff like that. They're trying to sense who's losing the connection. So go, if that's happened to you, go ahead and like the video. If you've gotten that message, because I haven't gotten that message on my end, but I'm hardwired. A lot of people that have been using Wi-Fi, sometimes when the Wi-Fi connection kind of gets crazy or lags out, they'll get that message. It'll attempt to connect. When you're getting that message, that's EA's way of letting you know that they know it's your fault that the game is being disconnected. So I don't think he knows what's going on, or maybe he just doesn't care. He just didn't want to have to deal with whatever else was going to have to come from it because so many people came forward about, yo, I played Arny the Great. The dude DC glitched the blood out of me. You see, and that's what the situation is. The guys that do it, they don't realize it's getting more and more difficult to get away with it because so many people live stream because you can live stream right from your console. PS4, Xbox One, it doesn't matter. And a lot of people just live stream it just to play the game. So people see these names. They know what's going on. The problem is most people don't really care about, showing it and trying to stop it. Other YouTubers are probably more concerned with, look, I got to just get this money and lie about how good this card is or whatever like that. They're not really concerned with the overall internet experience, for the person that's playing and getting DC glitch and stuff like that. Now, I'm not going to, try to put out everybody's situation. I'm just giving you guys the information to try to put it out yourself. You contact EA Sports, you show these things, because everybody is not going to be able to, get caught. That is just impossible. But we can eliminate the fun of people trying to do it by getting 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys banned, or from EA service for doing it, because it's ridiculous. It doesn't make any sense. For you to go out there, right? Let me just explain to you what these guys do. These guys go out there with the full intent to DC glitch somebody if they start losing the game, right? Then so what happens is if any kind of perks come from winning head-to-head seasons, these guys just go out and just DC glitch for 10 straight games, win the Super Bowl, get the cards. You know what I'm talking about? With that free Marvin Harrison, they had 3 different cards where you could get Madden 17, like if you win a certain amount of games. Okay, get Moss real quick, get Moss. By the way, that animation is very, very prevalent in competitive mode right now. You saw what Calvin Johnson just did. That's like more of a Madden 16 animation. They did say that it was out of the game. That obviously shows that it's not. And I've been labbing it a little bit. You might have seen a little swerve action right before I got in there, but it is something that works. So if you guys wanted to lab that, feel free to do that. It is in the game, again, due to the last patch. I don't know why it's there, but it is there. So it's something you could do in one-on-one coverage. You can actually, go with inside position and make that play. But what happens is this, right? Any kind of perk or whatever like that, this is how these guys do it. They pick and choose when they're going to do it, and they try to just get whatever it is. Like, if they were giving away a free motivator for winning the Super Bowl or all Madden, they just go and just glitch their way to the top, get it, and then they stop doing it. But you can't really hide as much anymore. Because like I said, people send it to me. If I review something that you send me and it makes sense, I'll copy and paste it and email it to EA, and, they'll do their thing and see what's going on with it. So it's different ways to do it, but it's no way possible that I'm going to be able to get everything to EA Sports. So you guys can go directly to EA Sports. They have @EA Help on Twitter. It's different ways you could submit stuff that's going on, and it can be, reviewed, because they'll let you know if they're going to review it. But the whole objective is, with them making it the way that they do it now, where you actually start to disconnect if you lose any kind of latency or whatever's going on with your Wi-Fi or whatever, they kind of eliminated the fact that people were able to just turn their game off or whatever they were doing, because I don't know what this guy did, but I do know he's a repeat offender, and he just does whatever he wants. But the whole objective is that we're going to make it uncomfortable for him to be able to continue to do it. That's the only situation. That's all I'm trying to do, because we can't really stop this. These guys can keep doing it, whatever, under different names, different profiles, whatever. You can never really stop it. You understand what I'm saying? But we can maintain the people that we view in the top 100 to at least hold them to a higher standard. Like, bruh, you can't be in here doing that. You remember those years where a dude was like 1,001 and they were just getting away with it? Like, it was just ridiculous stuff, bro. It's just stupid. And we just need to make sure that we can stop it. So pretty much right here, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be looking for a minimum view count of 10,000 views for this video. All right. Now you might say like, bro, like, how we gonna get to it so fast, whatever, like that. Okay, this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna share the video. If each person that watches it shares it, it'll get out to more people, and we could try to figure out. Like I said, I'm gonna be submitting this also to EA Sports, and you can see what just happened right there, right? I got the stop. Now look what happens right now. Look at this. Look at this right here. Okay, so he disconnected the game after I got that stop because he just didn't want to deal with it anymore. And that's the way that he did it to me before. Like mid-game, like I was beating him, and it was just like mid-game. You guys can go and check out the previous video. So what happened was, once I got that screen, when I came back, I had an X as a loss. But then when I went back and did this, it made sense to me. They might have accidentally fixed it by allowing that new server connection issue to disconnect you to know who's losing connection. So in turn, I still got the win. It's kind of weird, but let me know what you think about it. And has Arny the Great glitched you lately? Let me know. One love.